Coming up, with 12 days left in the regular season, the race for 8 is tighter than ever. In the East, Orlando, New Jersey, Indiana, and New York all were in action. While in the West, the Clippers, Warriors, and Hornets also took to the hardwood. All that plus a look at the best block for the month of March. It's all coming up right now on NBA TV Daily. Hi, and welcome to NBA TV Daily. I'm Ron Burke, here to put the wraps on a 9-game Saturday night from around the league. We begin with action from the Mile High City. Entering Saturday's play, the Denver Nuggets had a 1.5-game lead over their opponent, the LA Clippers, for the 7th spot in the Western Conference standings, and they trailed the 6th-place Lakers by only a half game. All three of those teams trying to fend off the Golden State Warriors, who sat in 9th place, just 1 game back of the LA Clippers. We take you to the activity as the Clippers take on those Nuggets in a battle of two teams that want to be a part of the equation come playoff time. Elton Brand and the Clippers, AI and the Nuggets. Let's get it on in Los Angeles. Here is Iverson getting it from Steve Blake and going to work with the score. AI en route to 34 points. Now Tim Thomas beats Corey Maggette from outside. He sticks that. Clippers led by 3 at halftime, 52-49. Let's move on to the third. Blake to Carmelo for 3. But the Nuggets were down 8 after 3. Move on to the fourth. In fact, late in the quarter, Maggette misses. Brand gets the rebound, the score. Clippers +2. Then it's Anthony's turn as he drives and gets it to Linus Kleza from 3 territory, and the Nuggets take a 1-point lead. After Iverson hit 2 free throws, putting the Nuggets up 3, the Clippers have a chance in Maggette firing the inbound pass to Jason Hart. He lets it fly, but he cannot get the 3 to go as time expires. The Nuggets get the victory, 96-93. Iverson with 34, Anthony with 23. This is a tough loss for the Clippers, who are trying to make the playoffs for a second consecutive season. Maggette led the Clippers with 24 points, while Elton Brand had 22 and grabbed a game-high 13 rebounds. We move on to check in on the Warriors in San Antonio to face, guess who? Tim Duncan and the Spurs, looking to win their 14th game in the last 15 at home. Here's Tim Duncan going to work inside. Thank you very much. The catch, the put in. Duncan and the Spurs +10 in the second. Now it's Jason Richardson outside for 3. Yeah, that goes. That caps a 10-0 golden run. But the Spurs led by 3 at the half. Spurs are breaking. Manu Ginobili doing the honors as he gets it ahead to Tony Parker for the finish. Baron Davis bearing down along the baseline. No problem inside. But his Warriors now double digits. Spurs moving around nicely. Ginobili from 3 range. San Antonio +11 after 3 in the fourth. Jay Rich pumping up the baseline. Nice on the reversal. Richardson had 23 points, 6 rebounds for Golden State, which got within 5 there. But Ginobili misses a long 3. Tim Duncan comes flying through the air with the greatest of ease. And Duncan and the Spurs pull away when it matters and beat the Warriors 112-99. Duncan had 28, Ginobili 25. As the Spurs hand the Warriors a setback in their drive for a playoff spot. The Warriors had won 4 straight and were trying to match a season-high win streak. The Spurs now have won 19 straight games at home against Golden State. That streak dates back to February 1997. Overall, San Antonio has won 9 of 10. What was Chris Paul's up to? Well, he's back from the sore left foot. He and the Hornets trying to keep alive their playoff hopes as they take on Kevin Garnett and the Timberwolves in a game seen right here on NBA TV Saturday night. Minnesota led by 6 at the half. Let's go to the third. Mike James, 2, KG. And Garnett punches a big ticket from the top of the key. Minnesota +1. Later in the third, Bobby Jackson ahead to Chris Paul. That's a tough shot with traffic, and he gets it to go. Hornets by 5 after 3. Move on down to the fourth. Paul beating David West, who is open along the baseline. Case closed. West had 15 points, 9 pulls. That bucket has the Hornets up by 6. But the Wolves not done. Garnett with a deep 3 with just under 2 ticks to go. Gets Minnesota within 1, and then with a desperation heave, Greg Smith's shot does not go, and the Timberwolves get a last gasp, but in the end, they run out of steam. They lose 96-94. Paul had 18 points and 10 assists in his return, while Rasul Butler added 17 to the Hornets' cause. Mark Jackson, 15 points and 11 rebounds. while starting in place of the injured Tyson Chandler. And afterwards, Rasul Butler, who had 17 points, talked on the NBA TV video phone about the Hornets having to play shorthanded here during this all-important playoff push.
Well, it's extremely tough because once you get into a nice rhythm and a good chemistry going, you know, guys go down and other guys have to step in, which we've been doing a good job of lately. But it's extremely tough on us because we know what's at stake right now, and we would like to have our strongest crew out there. But, you know, it is the NBA, and guys go down, so it's just a great opportunity for other guys to step up and play and help us get into the playoffs.
Yeah, the playoffs is what they are shooting for as we look at the race for 8th Western Conference bubble. The Nuggets sit in the 6th spot. The Lakers right there with them in the 7th hole. The Clippers trying to cling on to the 8th spot or better. But the Warriors are knocking on the door. Golden State sitting just one tick off the pace, while the Hornets are still in the conversation, just 2 games out of that all-important 8th spot. So that is a look at the West bubble. Up next, we'll focus on the race for 8th in the East. And next, just one of the teams involved will have highlighted their thriller with the Wizards when we come back on NBA TV Daily. Welcome back. With 2 of their top scorers sidelined, the Washington Wizards have to start wondering if for once certain postseason berth might slip away. Washington enters Saturday's play 6th in the East, 4 games ahead of its opponent, 7th place New Jersey. Now, the Wizards, who would clinch the playoffs for a 3rd consecutive season with a win, were trying to avoid a 4th consecutive loss. This is our game of the night. Let's get going. Lawrence Frank and the Nets looking to keep their playoff hopes in good spots, as in the first, Vince Carter starts what would be a fantastic offensive game for him. Carter misses his shot and grabs his own, follows up with a jam. Carter 17 in the first quarter alone. Go to the second. Jason Kidd leading the break. Not that that's anything new, but he gets to Richard Jefferson with a jam. Tie game. Now it's Kidd to Carter, who had 27 in the half. Nets up 1 at halftime, 52-51. Go to the third. Sean Stevenson gets it in the hands of Antoine Jamison from 3 territory. And the Wizards have a 4-point lead. Antoine Wright now to Vince Carter. Vince Carter was locked in. Nets lead 80-78 after the third. Now the fourth is Kidd finding Mikey Moore cutting. Jason Kidd, 18 assists in this game. That bucket by Moore puts New Jersey up 3. Now with a chance to tie the Wizards. Antoine Jamison hits a 3, so it's 104-104. Now it's 112-106 in overtime. With New Jersey holding the lead, Clifford Robinson cashes 3 big ones. Good enough. Nets win it in OT, 120-114. Jason Kidd and Vince Carter become the first teammates with triple-doubles in the same game since Jordan and Pippen way back in 1989. Carter matched his season high by throwing in 46. He added a season high 16 boards and 10 assists. Kidd tied a career high with 16 rebounds and equaled his season high with those 18 assists. Richard Jefferson matched his season high with 27 points. And the Nets finished with a franchise record 17 3-pointers. New Jersey had itself a night. After the game, Jim Spanarkel caught up with Vince Carter.
Well, we were trying hard to get Jay the ball to get him his triple-double. And I asked Jay we would try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I tried to throw him the ball and get him a basket as well as my assist, and he missed badly. But it's pretty exciting to really to make history.
Yeah, an historic night there. Dwight Howard and the Magic enter the night 8th in the East as Orlando hosts the Memphis Grizzlies. Howard and the Magic know every win they can get is a big win this time of season. The Magic, in fact, come out and explode early. Vito Turkoglu finds Howard for the jam and the foul. Dwight Howard, 11 first-quarter points for Orlando. Steal here by Trevor Ariza. Magnum T.A. takes it in for the reverse jam. Orlando up 35-14 after 1. Here's Turkoglu lobbing the oop. Howard the catch and the throwdown. Grant Hill working the baseline to perfection. He goes soaring. 15 on the night for Grant Hill. Orlando up 17 at halftime. And here's Jameer Nelson with the lob to Howard in the third quarter for the monstrosity. 31 later for Dwight Howard in this game as Orlando takes care of Memphis. 116-89. Howard with 11 rebounds as well, as the Grizzlies were a shorthanded team, and it showed on the scoreboard. Howard, whose first 7 field goals were dunks, shot 10 of 13 from the floor. Turkoglu and Hill each with 15 points as Orlando's starting 5. hit 25 of 32 field goal attempts. 25 of 32. Memphis was playing without 3 starters, led by reserve Chucky Atkins. He had 18 points. See if the Pacers can make a point. They hosted the Boston Celtics at Conseco Fieldhouse for the win. The Pacers will move into a tie for the final Eastern Conference playoff spot. Indiana up 11 at the end of 1. Here's Gerald Armstrong getting Troy Murphy for the 3 in the second. Good for a 13-point lead. Murphy 6 of 6 from the floor. Good for 16 points on the night. Sebastian Telfair pulls up here for Boston. The Pacers are led by 8 at halftime. And then the Pacers in the third able to extend that lead. O'Neal from the baseline. He had 14 and 14. Rondo and the Celtics tried to chip away down double digits. Rondo 14 points, 8 boards, 8 assists, 7 steals. That's sublime, a near quadruple double. Indiana was up 11 after 3 in the fourth. More of the Pacers offense. Dunleavy hits a 3. Then McLeod pulls up inside for the layup. In traffic. McLeod 17 points. And to keep McLeod and the Pacers get it done, 105-98. They go to home against the Boston Celtics. Dunleavy had 22 points. Jermaine O'Neal again with a double-double of 14 and 14. For Boston, Allen Ray 22 points, Sebastian Telfair 21. The Celtics dressed as 8 players in this game. And after with starting point guard Keith McLeod, who dropped 17, talked about the win.
We just, we ran the offense. We got out to an early lead. And, we tried to execute. We need to execute to, keep that lead throughout the game. We knew they would make their run. Nice young team, energetic guys, athletic. But we held them off.
We have the Bucks hosting the Knicks. Michael Redd in Milwaukee, trying to play spoiler against a New York team that is trying to make the playoff pact. Knicks up 1 after 3 here in the fourth. Ruben Patterson finds his way to the rack to tie it at 97 with just over 2 minutes to play. Now tied at 99. Patterson banks a 3 with under a second to go. 9/10 of a second left after Patterson's shot puts Milwaukee up 102-99. The Knicks have 9/10 to go, so what do? You give it to Eddie Curry for 3, right? That's what they do. That's just his second career three-pointer. The big man cashes it to force overtime. Who would have thought? Go to OT now. Nate Robinson. From the big man to the not-so-big man. He comes up with a big shot from the corner. Knicks up 5. Now Marty Collins goes long to Curry inside for the lay-in. Eddie Curry had himself a huge night as the Knicks pull it away in overtime, 118-113. Curry scored a career-high 43, including the big 3, which was his first of this season to force overtime. Nate Robinson matched his career high with his 34, and the Knicks snapped a 4-game losing streak in the process. Marty Collins also a solid night, 18 points, 12 boards, 8 assists, 5 steals for Collins while playing 51 minutes. Here's an up-to-the-minute look at the Eastern Conference playoff bubble. New Jersey with an overtime win over Washington, holds a 1-game lead over Orlando for the 7th spot. Orlando with its win over Memphis holds a 1-game lead over Indiana, which will be Boston for the 8th spot. The New York Knicks with that overtime win against Milwaukee keeps alive their slim playoff hopes. When we come back, we'll check in with more Saturday play from a 9-game night. Plus look at the top rejection from the month of March. It's up next. NBA TV Daily marches on. Please remember and don't forget, there is a great doubleheader on ABC Sunday. First at 1 p.m. Eastern, it's a battle of 2 of the Eastern Conference's top teams, as LeBron and the Cavaliers will be in Motown to take on the Pistons. And at 3:30 Eastern, Steve Nash and the Running Gun Suns will be in Los Angeles to take on Kobe and the Lakers. A fantastic doubleheader on ABC. One of the most exciting plays in an NBA game is the block shot. And recently, our friends at NBA.com compiled the top 10 blocks from the month of March. So without further ado, here they are.
Batted out. Marbury. Outlet pass, Marty Collins. He's got Steph on his hip. Steph spinning. Rejected by Chandler. What a play. Tyson Chandler.
He is playing with Superman confidence. How about this block by Amari? Second big one. He blocked it on McCants.
Lennox plays it with a drive. Tayshaun rejects him.
He denies Glazer.
Boyd will drive it.
Boy had it rejected by Josh Smith.
Go get it, Josh.
Robinson On the drive, it still goes to the basket, puts it up, blocked by Howard. That time, Howard with a superb block shot.
Resounding rejection by Howard.
A triple trap. Here comes LeBron, sprinting right wing. Hughes to the hole, belted by Kirilenko and a great block. Andre Kirilenko, sensational block.
Wow, that was a great block that time.
A game ahead of Indiana. Not that time, rookie. Alonzo Mourning with a block shot. He blocks another dunk.
Delonte West, loose ball to Allen Ray, right to the other end. His layup is swatted off the glass by Devin Brown. All the way out to half court to Mason, leaves behind him for Chris, layup and one. Oh my.
Get that out of here.
6 to shoot. Webber. Oh, what a great foul. LeBron just crushed it. Who was that? LeBron? Absolutely. He threw it into the basement.
To Bell. David Noel trying to flush. Tayshaun blocked it. Hello.
This is a poster the other way. He denied the dunker.
That's some great stuff. Now, here's the team that knows how to swat opponents, the Dallas Mavericks, seeking win number 63 as they host the Blazers. Jason Terry and company, known for getting off to great starts, and Dallas does, in fact, jump out early in this one. Terry during the honors here. He had 11 first-quarter points. Maurice Adrian now taking the feed. Watch him throw down the stuff inside. Dallas by 5 at the end of one, but the Mavericks were just getting it cranked in the second. Devin Harris, the steal, the deal. And that's the real deal. Dallas by 7. Harris finished with an 18. Then Austin Crozier ahead to Jason Terry, part of a 14-2 Dallas run. Terry en route to a game-high 29 points. His Mavericks up 18 at the break. Dallas adding emphasis here with Adrian throwing it down. Mavericks led by 19 at the end of 3. Went on to win 86-74. Terry scored 22 of his 29 points by halftime. Devin Harris added 18 points for Big D. The next Dallas victory or Phoenix loss will wrap up the number 1 seed for the Mavericks. The Suns play at the Lakers Sunday. Then the Mavericks will play Monday night at home against the LA Clippers, who could be their first-round playoff opponent. We move on to Salt Lake City. The Jazz taking on the Sonics. Jerry Sloan and company looking to stay in that 4th seed. As the playoffs approach, Jazz had won 13 of 14 at home, and Darren Williams knocking down the 3 there, helping Utah lead by 20 after 3. But then they play the 4th quarter, and the Sonics come alive, hitting shot after shot, including Rashard Lewis's contested 3. Lewis then beating his man off the dribble, giving the Sonics a 102-101 lead with under half a minute to play. What a comeback. Mehmet Okur misses a 3. Derek Fisher gets the O-board and drive, but he is blocked by Mikhail Jalabal. Jazz now have a last chance heave by Fisher, but it does not go. Derek Fisher and the Jazz lose this game, even though Utah led 87-67 at the end of 3 quarters. Seattle was 12 of 23 from 3 range, including 6 of 7 in the decisive 4th quarter. Rashard Lewis had 28 of his 35 in the second half, and with the win, the Sonics end a 4-game losing streak. Here's how the Western Conference standings are shaking down right now through Saturday's play. The Mavericks right on the fringe of locking up the 1 seed of the West. They're followed by the Suns, the Spurs, and the Jazz in the top 4 spots. But Utah better be careful. The Rockets right on the Jazz's heels, sitting just 1 game out of that all-important 4 spot for home court through the first round. Nuggets, Lakers, and presently the other LA team, the Clippers, comprising the rest of the top 8 there in the Western Conference. Flip the script and check out how things are looking in the Eastern Conference. Sitting at the top of the heap, the Detroit Pistons. The Bulls liking that 2 spot that they took over just last week. The Raptors and the Heat making up the rest of the top 4. The Cavaliers, who had been the previous 2nd team before Chicago jumped Cleveland, sitting in the 5 spot. The Wizards, an interesting team to watch because of the injury situation, sitting in the 6th hole for now. The Nets and Magic have been in the 7 and 8 positions for a while now. We need to take another short timeout. When we come back, we'll have Saturday's results from the D-League, as well as a look at our daily top 10, and here's a sample of what's ahead.
Certainly, as good as the Grizzlies team, at least 6 of them should have gone in.
Wow. There are no words I could add that would help that.
Here we go with college basketball news. Freshman Kevin Durant of Texas won the prestigious Wooden Award. Durant completed a sweep of the top 6 National Player of the Year honors and outdistanced Ohio State freshman Greg Oden in the balloting of more than 1,000 voters, including media and college basketball experts. Candace Parker, the 6'4" sophomore who led Tennessee to a 7th NCAA title, won the Women's Wooden Award. In D-League play from Saturday, the Arkansas Rim Rockers beat the Tulsa 66ers 118-115. The Rockers, led by Roger Powell with 31 points and Clay Tucker with 30. The Sioux Falls Skyforce got past the Dakota Wizards 119-117. Will Blaylock had 25 for the Skyforce. Ronaldo Major dropped in 22 for the Wizards. The Fort Worth Flyers flew past the Austin Toros 136-114. Jeremy Richardson 30 points in that one. Terrence Thomas had 16 points and 13 boards. The Toros were out-rebounded 56-35. More D-League action. The Idaho Stampede over the Colorado 14ers 114-103. It was Anaheim over Los Angeles by the slimmest 113-111. And Albuquerque 20 better than Bakersfield 126-106. Now time for our daily top 10 from our 9-game Saturday in the NBA. Beginning at number 10, the Nuggets Clippers give us Steve Blake with a 3/4 length attempt that comes after the horn. It goes in. It doesn't count in the game, but it does here in our top 10. Play number 9. Manu Ginobili misses a 3, but Tim Duncan is there. All that's missing is the cape on Duncan's putback. At number 8, Chris Paul does his thing on the break.
Bobby Jackson up to Chris Paul, contending with Kevin Garnett, and he hits the shot. Chris Paul, the amazing shot.
At number 7, where there's a Grant Hill, there's a way for the Orlando Magic.
Grant Hill on the baseline. 3 seconds remaining.
At number 6, is there any question who leads Denver's SWAT team? Nice little look off by Hart. Beautiful block shot. At number 6, it's
Rondo right around.
Oh, yes!
A huge play at the end of the half, and that's why you have number 7.
At number 4, Darko Milicic of the Magic, showing some.
Teamwork. And Darko with the left-handed hammer.
At number 3, it's his teammate, Dwight Howard.
Wow. There are no words I could add that would help that in any way, shape, or form.
Play number 2, the Bucks. Ruben Patterson ups the ante on the Knicks.
He gives for the jumper for Patterson! He banked it in with .9 remaining.
And our number 1 play is Eddie Curry answering Patterson's call.
Curry's going to throw up a jumper. He hit it! Eddie Curry! We're going to overtime on a 3-pointer by the big man. Come on.
And that's your daily top 10 from Saturday's play. A reminder, NBA TV is the place to be Easter Sunday. At 9 p.m. Eastern, the Houston Rockets will be home to take on the Sacramento Kings. Our pregame show begins at 8:30 Eastern. That's Rockets Kings right here on your home for hoops, NBA TV. And that leads us to our Lenovo Daily Stat for the Rockets-Kings matchup in the best 5-man combinations for both clubs, according to Lenovo. For Houston, it is a plus 252 when the combo of McGrady, Alston, Battier, Yao, and Hayes share the floor together. As for Sacramento, it is a plus 40 when the fivesome of Williamson, Abdul-Rahim, Bibby, Arteta, and Salmons take the court at the same time. And that is your Lenovo Daily Stat. And that wraps up this edition of NBA TV Daily. I'm Ron Burke reminding you, keep it tuned to NBA TV.